Complexity and perfection are the twin enemies of execution. My friends, we don't look for perfection and we don't look to complicate what we do. We look for simple rules that work a large part of the time. And when the market doesn't move in the direction that our charts show us, we cut our losses and move on. How have our charts worked this year? About 90% of the time. And we will continue to use those charts until they don't work, if they ever change. Hopefully, they'll work forever. And what will we do in the meantime? We will modify them. And if they stop working, we'll find charts that work, or we'll wait until they start working again. Now, let's jump into these charts and see what we see going on. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 are up for the day along with gold. Bonds down just a little bit. Check out what is going on with the S&P 500. It did not cross over at the end of the day, but it was up 0.89%, and it is getting close, it appears, to either a weekly vertical crossover or a bounce off. We'll see what the next week has us. So those of you who are filling out your weekly market worksheets, which you should fill out every Friday after the close of the market. It's a way to supercharge your training along with your daily market worksheets and your trade worksheets. How do you get those? They're available in your show notes every day. If you don't know what the show notes are, it means you're not a subscriber. Go to chartingwealth.com, sign up for free. We'll email you every day the video and things like the daily market worksheet, weekly market worksheet, trade worksheet, and the special training. We have a special training for you over the weekend. It is the magic of the weekly vertical crossover. If you don't know what that is, you don't know what we're about. If you do know what that is, I want you to take that training and learn even more about it. So, what do we see going on? Price percent oscillator heading up, derivative oscillator still negative, losing downward momentum. We have a green up candle with a wick on top, showing decent, very, very decent up movement after 3 weeks of strong down movement, and last week, which was a week where things were just hanging out, lots of indecision. So we'll continue to monitor things, look at what's happening on the 2-day chart. Now, that last 2-day chart ended on Thursday, so this is only the first day. It's crossing over right now on the 2-day, but nothing's written in stone. If there's a big down day on Monday, that'll pull right back through. So mark on your charts, mark on your weekly market worksheet that you might have a crossover over the course of this next week or a bounce off. You will be looking for that 2-day chart crossing over on Friday, but it's only the first day of the 2-day candle. See what it does on Monday. Pay close attention. We see 4 going into 4.5 now. 2-day candles moving up quite strongly. Push through the 2-day trend line back on that 2-day candle ending Tuesday the 6th. That represented Monday and Tuesday, the 5th and 6th of October. So watch, see, learn what's up on the half-day chart. Look at it, how it's just continued to move up, level off, down a little, move up, level off, move up. So we'll continue to watch, see what there is to see. We see we reached the high in the morning, didn't reach that high in the afternoon. So we'll continue to watch and see what these charts lead us to do and tell us. Next, we go to the Nasdaq 100 finished up its second week of up movement. But look at that price percent oscillator, still not. It could cross over going up by the end of this next week, but who knows? Still negative. Derivative oscillator still quite negative, also losing some momentum. Green up candle did reach a higher high, bigger box. Go to the 2-day chart, closer to crossing over, well, close to crossing over, but not as close as that S&P is. We'll see what happens on Monday. Are we going to have a big up week surging, or is this just a little fake out? Everything's going to roll over and go down. We don't know. We're going to watch. We're going to see. We're going to let these charts lead us. We do have a stronger candle forming. Derivative oscillator's already gone positive. Price percent oscillator heading up. We'll see how that candle finishes drawing. What's up on the half-day chart? Up in the morning, a little further up in the afternoon. Derivative oscillator gaining upward momentum. Price percent oscillator heading up. That's where we are on stocks. Pay attention. Monday's going to tell us a lot. Let's go on to 20-year bonds. What do we see going on there? We see a strong red down candle for the week, down a little bit for the day, 0.02, but a big strong down candle. Price percent oscillator clicking over, going down. Derivative oscillator gaining downward momentum. That 2-day chart, the low previously was 158.86, 158.81, so right close to the low before, but not going lower. Derivative oscillator heading down, price percent oscillator heading down. So we'll continue to keep an eye on what's going on there. And we see that the derivative oscillator heading up on the half-day chart. It's gone green, and the price percent oscillator heading up also. And as we look at what's happening, we can see where we plumbed the lows back on Tuesday the 6th. And then it's just really been heading sideways and down a little bit. So we'll just continue to watch, see what bonds do. Are they going to take off down, or are they just sitting there waiting to pop up in case the market crashes? Don't know. Remember, all the major market crashes have occurred in the month of October, so we'll continue to watch. Remember, still the overlay in the market is a down mood. We don't have a crossover yet going up on the S&P or the Qs, the Nasdaq 100. So it does seem to be wanting to do that, but we don't call it till it happens. So let's see what happens over the course of this next week. Now we're going to go to gold. We always start with a weekly chart. We had our weekly vertical crossover on gold back on the week ending the 11th of September. Next week, up some. Well, lots of indecision, but it was an up week. That next week ending the 18th of September. Then, of course, the week ending the 25th, that last full week in September, hammering down. We can see that was a strong down week, and then it's just sort of sputtered along. This week, indecision, green spinning top, open box. And we look at the price percent oscillator still going down, derivative oscillator gaining downward momentum. 2-day chart, it's still negative, but the first day of this latest 2-day candle, again, gold up 1.82%. That's pretty big. Still negative, though. Derivative oscillator still negative, so we'll continue to watch and see how this candle finishes up. Will it be a strong green candle after Monday's close, or will it lose some of that, go to a red open box? Don't know. We'll wait, we'll watch, we'll see. Look at what is going on the half-day chart, booming up in the morning and didn't reach as high in the afternoon, but still a big up day, 1.82% for gold. We see the price percent oscillator heading up, derivative oscillator flipped over positive in the afternoon. So interesting to watch. We got a lot to watch for over the course of this next week. What are stocks going to do? Are they going to take off again and cross back over on the weekly vertical crossover, or is everything going to just die? What about 20-year bonds and again, we look at that half-day chart. That's where we can see the bottom there. Is that just where it's bottoming? Is it gaining steam to pop back up again, or just to die? We'll wait. We'll see. Now, if stocks zoom up, we could expect bonds to roll over. If stocks crash, we could expect bonds to zoom. So let's just watch. Let's see. Let's learn. And let's figure out what gold is doing. We'll take our time. We'll let these charts lead us, and we'll trust them. My friends, if you want to know more about what we do, you need a copy of our book, Charting Your Way to Wealth. Autograph copies are available for you. Follow the link in your show notes, whether you're listening to us on iTunes, you're watching us on YouTube, or you're a subscriber at the channel, chartingwealth.com, and you got the email. Remember, with the email comes all the good stuff, the special trainings, the links, all those things. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters. You can do this.